My husband, our senator, a man who never give up and never give in, the love of my life.
Morning, I know, for all of you, but let me just start off in thanking Vicki. I think for those that have had the opportunity in our family and in our state know that she is the love of my life. She's an indispensable partner in every kind of decision and judgment. She is great fun. She's marvelously volatile. We get along very well. I love her very much. Vicki, thank you. Thank you. Thank Teddy Jr., who's here today, and his marvelous family. I'll introduce them in just a moment. Our son Patrick was supposed to be here. He's getting sworn in over in the House. Congratulations, Patrick, on returning to the Congress of the United States. My colleague, John Kerry, was good enough to leave a sickbed earlier today to come over and walk me down the aisle in the United States Senate. He hasn't been well. He was good to do it. He has our thoughts. I know he's going to make a speedy recovery. He is my friend. He is my colleague. He is a great patriot. And what a difference he would have made if he had been leading this country. My marvelous daughter, Cara, and Michael, you're just give a wave about him and Gracie and Matt. And Kiki and Kylie and little Teddy. There is a big Teddy, medium Teddy, and a little Teddy. And our daughter Caroline, thank you so much. She's just come back from introduced Doris Reggie, but she has been a part of our family as well. Doris and Edmund and Doris, what a magnificent couple. What dear friends, they gave up their fall, they've given up their winter to get Kennedy's elected. Doris, we thank you so much. My sister Jean, Ambassador Jean Kennedy Smith, stand up here. Role for those of us who care about the violence in Northern Ireland and seeing the establishment of the ceasefire, the movement towards the opportunities that were taken advantage of by our good friend Georgia Mitchell, but Jean really paved the way. I'm so glad that she's been here. She wonders how many more of these we're going to have to go to. Ethel has expressed the same kind of concern. Ethel, give a nice welcome to my we thank all of the other Kennedys that are here, the Reggies that are here, the Walfords that are here, and the Smiths are here. Give them a good wave. Bobby Fitzgerald is here as well. Now Eunice is someplace else. She's out from Westwood.
Arnold says he's going to come out here. She's out there, but
I wanted to join and thank you. Seriously, my wonderful nephews, Matt and Joe Kennedy, I think people here from Massachusetts saw a lot of them during the course of the campaign. They've just done an extraordinary job. Marty Walsh, what a great job he did in my campaign. Barbara Studiotis has been with me 45 years. Terry Parker, I know, is here. And I think all of us are mindful today that we're having we have a special inauguration with the DeVal Patrick in Massachusetts. And we are celebrating campaign. I think for Vicki and I, for many of you who were up there in the course of that campaign, saw vicious kinds of attack on DeVal Patrick in the middle part of that campaign. He handled all of those challenges with such grace and with dignity, and Massachusetts rejected completely the politics of fear, the politics of smear, the politics of discrimination, and he won overwhelmingly. Many of my colleagues that are here, that have come here and have left, I'm grateful to so many of them. I see Don straight out and many others that have joined earlier in the course of the afternoon. Just very quickly but sincerely. This room, I think, as many of you understand, has a special and old friend John Culver. Thank you, John. Notice all those 2008 wannabes coming up to say hello to John Culver. I wonder why they're going to say hello to me, but John, it's nice. Thank you for being Mary Jane. I think so many of you who've been a part of this long voyage that the Kennedys have been involved in know that this room has a special meaning for our family. It was in this room that President Kennedy announced for the presidency. It was in this room that my brother Bob announced for the presidency. It was in the room where they had the Army McCarthy hearings. They had the Hoffman hearings, a whole range of different hearings. So this is a very special place, I think, for the members of our family. It's obviously an historic place in terms of the United States Senate. It's interesting. 147 years ago, today, 147 years ago, the Senate of the United States moved out of the old chamber and moved into what is now the new chamber, where all 100 senators are seated, 50 states that are represented. And it's kind of interesting because 147 years ago, a new time started for the United States Senate. I kind of feel that way today. There's a new time for the United States Senate. Of this campaign in Massachusetts, not really unlike other places around the country, it really was that sense that we had going from North Adams to the Provincetown, from the Lowell and Lawrence in the north, down to the southeast, New Bedford and Fall River in the south. We saw what this country was really interested in and concerned about. First of all, they wanted to get away from the politics of fear and smear. They'd had enough of it. They've had enough of sloganeering and of quick sound bites. Americans and Massachusetts people want real substance, and they want serious political leaders to provide real leadership on the things that are affecting their lives, their everyday lives, and they want it now. And they start off with a change, with a policy in Iraq. They understand very well in my state, and we're honored to have the Hart family here. I don't know, Brian is here just now, but Brian and Alma Hart, who lost a son over in Iraq and has just turned an extraordinary kind of sense of loss into a powerful force in terms of making sure that our current servicemen and women in Iraq are going to be adequately protected. But the people of Massachusetts know that our military have been fighting in Iraq longer than we fought in World War II. They have been fighting courageously and bravely, and they know that they went to Iraq undermanned and under-armored, and all that they are asking of political leadership is that we have a policy that is going to be worthy of their bravery and their courage. They deserve that policy, and I'm going to work in the United States. I got from the campaign, and that was that this was really about a sort of a cause of America. People wanted the public interest rather than the private interest. You say, what are really the public interest concerns? The concerns that average family, working families, the middle class are constantly facing each and every day. And there are issues that I've worked on and will continue to work on, and that so many of you will work on. And that is to the people, the young families that are down in New Bedford and Fall River. They want to make sure that their schools are going to teach. They want to make sure that their children are going to have an opportunity in education. They want to make sure that they're going to be able to have a decent job with a decent opportunities, a decent pay, and a decent kind of retirement. And the senior citizens that are out in Springfield and Worcester are concerned whether Social Security is going to be there, whether their retirement is going to be there, whether the pension system is going to be there, whether they really can afford those prescription drugs. They're concerned about that. People are concerned all over our state about the whole nature of the changes in our global climate and where we really are going to go in the climate in this next Congress. And people back home also want to make sure that we're going to continue to fight to make America America by eliminating, to the extent that we can, and there's more to do, the problems of discrimination, whether it's on race or religion or gender, or with regard to discrimination of gay and lesbian. We want to continue to make America America, to knocking down the walls of discrimination in this country. We come to that incredible issue of health care, which has been a passion of my life and is the passion of the families all over this in this country. And it is, I believe, still a fundamental right for the people that should be in our nation. I always will remember just a few minutes ago going over to that chamber in the United States Senate and signing my name. With all of your help and all of your assistance, thankfully so, giving me that opportunity for the next 6 years. But I know when I left that chamber that every single member of that body have universal, comprehensive health care that cannot be taken away from them for the next 6 years. They all have it, my friends. Every member of the Senate, every Democrat, every Republican that has resisted our challenges over the period of the last 30 years to try to make progress on this issue. Every member of the House of Representatives have it. This president had it. When I was signed in by the Vice President of the United States, he had it. And why is it, if it's good enough for the members of Congress and Senate, it's good enough for the President of the United States, it's good enough for the people of that country? Reminded me that they're beginning to run low on those crab rolls and lobster rolls. In a serious way, thank you. So many, your friendship and your support over these past years. And the best way that I can ever thank you is to be the very best United States Senator, and that I pledge that I will be. Thank you very much.